Hey everybody, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com, and that has one L in my name and my website link. I'm a creative memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this pretty quick and easy border using the new fall Croptoberfest collection we have. This paper is from that. We have this flower punch that's a current, I think it's called Fresh Flower. We have the square punch that I used. I used the trimmer, and I used the straight blade, which is the blue blade, and the decal blade, which these blades are stored on the bottom. I'm going to grab the decal blade, the yellow blade. And I used a repositionable tape runner. And it seems like I always end up using these micro scissors to clean some things up, which I'll probably have to do. And I also used several colors of cardstock: brown, beige, orange, and yellow. That's not the exact names of the colors, but you can pick the shades that you like. Okay, I'm going to set all of this aside, and we'll start out with the flower punch. That is this one. It's called Fresh Flower. I'm going to open up everything I need for this. Now, I used all these different colors of cardstock, but I'm just going to show you how to cut this flower with one color. You put your cardstock in here and you just punch. And I'm going to do a few. I'm going to move it over just a little bit, and I would punch, you know, a number of them at once. And again, you would do this in all these colors. This is cute little poop that comes out of your punches. These are like little flower petals or leaves or hearts. If you did them in green, they could be like little leaves. Red and pink, they could be little hearts. So check your scraps. There's always some things you can do with them usually. And then there's a circle. Those could be used like for little eyeballs or bubbles or something like that in different colors. So anyway, I'm not going to save these brown ones, but you could do them in different colors and find some other uses for them. The next thing we would do is cut some squares, 2 orange, 2 brown, and 2 yellow. So I'll just show you how to do that. It's super easy. It's just a standalone punch. These punches come like this when they're closed. You would just move that little notch, and it springs open and ready to use. You put your cardstock in here, and you would just punch and move it over a little bit and punch. So you need 2 brown, 2 orange, and 2 yellows. So here we go. And then you need this beige paper cut 2 inches wide. So I'm going to grab my trimmer and put my straight blade in here. Just open this up like that. Super easy. Plop it in, curvy side down, and close. I'm going to measure this at the 2-inch mark right here, and follow this grid line all the way down. This trimmer has great grid lines, so it makes it really hard to mess up. So make sure it's straight at the top, grid line all the way down at the 2-inch mark. Now we have this 2-inch border, and that's all I'm going to cut for now, and we will cut some more in a few minutes. So on this beige cardstock, we put our squares. I've already pre-cut these, so that'll make it easy. Let's do in this same order. Just put a little tape runner on the back of each one. Go orange, brown, kind of angle them a little bit different just to make it cute and more interesting. Yellow, orange, brown, yellow, orange. Now I'm using the repositionable tape runner because that's what I always use to craft with. If you find that you mess your squares up a little bit, like this one, it hangs off just a little bit, which I may not want, so I'm going to reposition a bit. Reposition it. You can do that with your repositionable tape runner. Okay, and then one more yellow. And I already see I got these. I was talking and busy, and I didn't do a good job of lining these up. Another example of why it's good to use repositionable. So I'm going to start over and move these over just a little bit. And then I'll make this better. And over time, this repositionable tape runner settles down and it's not so removable anymore. It becomes sturdy and good, but it just stays repositionable for a while so that while you're crafting with it, it makes it easy to move things around. I love it. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be way better. I'm going to put some tape runner here. I didn't do that. Okay, now here we go. And it's not perfect. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to move this over just a little. If I was smart, I would have measured, but I was just eyeballing it and talking. Move everything over just a little bit. But again, I think you can see how great that repositionable tape runner is because you can do this. So I just like about the same amount of beige to show at each end to sort of center it up. There we go. I'm going to be happy with that. That's good. Now I want to put my flowers on here. Now I'm going to use this silicone mat. This comes in a set of 3 that you can purchase from me. You're not going to find it on the website though. It's in our back office, but I could order these and direct ship them to your house. So you can email me and let me know if you want to do that. My email address can be found in the description box below or on my website, michellesizemore.com. Okay, so now I want to mount my flowers on here. I'll start with the brown, and I'm going to use this on top of this little mat. Use my repositionable tape runner because it just comes out in clear dots, and it only sticks to where it needs to stick to. Since you're using this mat, the rest kind of gets repelled and stays on here. So I'm going to mount this, sticky side down, kind of rub it to get rid of all the little dots. Mount the yellow one. And the orange one. This could also be done with other colors. I think it'd be cute to use like some really bright pinks and purples and yellows and make it look kind of girly with the flowers. That would make it cute. It also to me, it kind of makes me think of the 60s. Because these flowers are a little bit kind of funky, so you could use some more kind of wild colors. Wrong one. I need to do yellow. Sorry about that. Here we go. Put the yellow here and one more orange one, and then I'll be done with that part. There we go. Okay, so I'm done with the flowers, done with the squares. I'm gonna file these away. Now, the rest is so easy. Well, it's all easy, but I'm just going to cut 2 strips of this paper with my decal blade. So I'm going to pop this open, just pop that open with that little notch right there, take this out, put the decal blade in. Now, a lot of this is going to go underneath this beige, so I don't have to be exact in how I measure it, because most of it you're not even going to see. But I don't want to waste paper, so I want to do just a little skinny piece. Now, I need to get a good straight edge to work with. I just realized that. So there we go. All right, so let's put this decal blade back in. And I'm going to do a little bit more than 1/4, not quite a 1/2 inch, but more than 1/4, somewhere in between. So there's that. And I'll cut one more, and it doesn't matter that both sides are going to be deckled because one side is going to go underneath. So you can see I didn't cut those the same, and it's just fine. It's okay. So now I'm going to put my repositionable tape runner on the back of one long side of this beige in little dabs. I'm going to put this to where the decal side is up because that's what I want to show. Stick this down. This is the side that I put the sticky adhesive on. Let a little bit of that poke out the side. Okay? And again, I'm going to go back and rub all these a little bit just to make sure everything's stuck pretty well. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. A little bit of tape runner all the way down. Decal side up. Let about that much show. And a lot of people ask me, Michelle, why don't you just cut one piece and cut decal on each side? And my answer is, no, that's not quite even. My answer to that is because I don't want to. I don't want to have to measure. Like, I just want to look at it. And also, it means that I don't waste as much paper. And I'll show you why in a sec. So here we go. That's better. So look, this much paper I get to use on something else, okay? Because if I'd cut it one wide strip, I would have wasted all that paper. The same with the brown. I'm going to do this brown border. Here we go. I've got this scrap piece of paper that I'm going to use. I just need a straight edge on either side of that. So I'm going to open this, take the decal blade out, put the regular blade in, cut 2 skinny strips. Not quite half an inch, but a little more than a 4. I just need enough to get for my tape runner to adhere to, but it doesn't have to be exact. Again, I'm going to put my tape runner on the back of the long outside edge on one side, and then I need this brown to stick out past the plaid as much as I want it to, just a little bit. Do the same thing on the other side. Put little dabs of tape runner going down. And let about that much show. And I am almost done with my border. Now I do notice, let me press this down a little bit more to make sure it all sticks. I do notice that it's not perfect on one side, like this pokes out just a little bit, so I'm going to clean it up just a tad with my scissors so that you don't see that paper from underneath sticking through. It's actually better to do it from this side to make sure everything's even. That's good. And this side's just a little bit off, like I see a little bit of that brown poking through. There we go. I'm good with that. Okay, that is done. Now you could use this at the top of a page, at the bottom of a page, on the side of a page, whatever you like. I'm going to show you what I chose to do. So I love this brown. It's called Chocolate Cover Set. And in here, I think toward the back, there, I put it at the top of the page. So what I could do is put this one at the top of this page and have a 2-page spread. So I'm going to put some tape runner on the back, a little bit down the middle, and then I've got a nice double page look. I love it. I think it's fun, colorful. And then what I would do, I would just add my pictures however I want to down here. Maybe add a journal box. It's just like a, a rectangle that I can write in. But I think the border's decorative enough to where you don't really need to mat your photos unless you just want to. And you could just kind of do what you want with the rest of the page. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.